Hello and welcome. It's Deborah O'Neill from blissbee.me, Integrative Holistic Health. I am so glad that you are here to join me on your Monday motivation and how to power up your energy. I was in my 3-hour yoga class yesterday morning, and I really love the messages that come through when we're in class that are shared by a dear friend and teacher of mine. But I thought I would share some of that with you this morning because it's important, I think, to take a look at different ways to look at life. And I think the yoga mat, doing your poses and the asanas, are a great place to experience that. When we go into our asanas, we actually do a resolve at the very front, and I personally dedicate my efforts and my edges and my ability to work through my edges to humanity, to give that strength out, because everything that I am doing, everything that you are doing, contributes to the bigger picture of the macrocosm of life. I'm just going to thank you. So anyways, let's take a nice deep breath and talk about how life shows up that causes you to work your edges. And even in yoga, when I'm doing my asanas, it's like after surgery or something, it was like, I can't do that anymore. I can't do that. That's too hard now. And so it's those words that I can't take it anymore. I can't take this pose anymore, or I can't, do this breath manipulation anymore, or I can't, suck in my tummy like one of the bandhas that we do. So and even raising my children on my own, it's like, I can't take my 15-year-old anymore. Like, how do I adjust to their expansion in their personality and their place in the world? Or I can't take my boss anymore. Those are all very similar as to being on the mat. And it was interesting because my teacher said, as experienced yogis, it gets harder to find poses that you can't do. Not necessarily in my case, but in a lot of cases, people really are able to do all these poses. And she said, part of my process as your teacher is to get you to the place where you can't do something, where you can relax into that discomfort, where you can breathe into that discomfort, where you can peel that discomfort back and see what it is, in fact, the messenger. It's not the teacher with the pose. It's not your inability to do the pose. It's the teaching and learning the discipline with the teaching, where if I just stop, bring myself to the present moment, know that I'm not in harm. Nothing, no saber-toothed tiger is chasing me. But it's activating that primal reptilian part of my brain that says, danger, 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 you're in a place that you shouldn't be in. Make sure that you get out now. And how are you going to get out now? We're going to create a lot of discomfort. So to the point where you're going to abandon your thought process, and we're going to take over because we don't trust you to be able to be in that position. Now, when we think of thought and these thoughts that come into our head, where are they coming from? Right? They're not coming from this little box in the forehead. They're coming in from an accumulation of vibrations and frequencies that have followed us through as part of our ancestral imprint, if you will. It's sort of, we come in with this little bit of an imprint where some things come naturally to us, or we have more wisdom with them, or we feel more comfort with them. There was a science study done with generations of rats, and they had this red button, and whenever they would press this red button, they would get a shock. And generationally, the rats avoided this red button. So I think that's a lot what we're experiencing in society. And even to take a look at that and where the things are that you can't take it anymore, where they're rubbing your edges, where you're choosing to ignore or abandon the thought around it. And that brings us back into our critical thinking, where we can take a look at it and ask, is that my truth? Everything that comes to us that offers us some resistance is actually a teaching. It's a messenger. It's not necessarily the person, place, or thing. It's a messenger coming back to us to show us in life where we have resistance. So if we have resistance to something, can you imagine how much energy we're putting to that? If we can just simply take a look at the resistance and decide to make a decision on your own behalf to create more peace in your life, what do you think will happen? Oh, I got truth bumps. You'll have more peace. If you decide that you want more abundance in your life and you have resistance to spending money or resistance to sharing your money or resistance to sharing your home or resistance to sharing your time, whatever that resistance is showing up, those are opportunities to share with abundance. Where you create abundance, where you share abundance, what do you think you attract? Abundance. So here we are in every moment of every minute of every day, potentially being given this opportunity to really take a look at what it is that's eating up all that energy and making the decision to change your mind in a way that offers you more energy, offers you more peace, offers you a realization of figuring out who you really are. What is your truth? Is your truth really, love? Then be more love. Because if there's anything I know, we need a heck of a lot more love in this world right now. And we're moving into this new era of the age of Aquarius planetarily. There's so many beautiful shifts that are happening for us right now. And I invite you to awaken into these shifts. As we become more aware and as we make new decisions, we're planting more new karma seeds. You are the gardener of your world, of your environment. What do you want to grow? We'll talk more about karma, but today I wanted to talk about the edges that show up in your life, the resistance that shows up in your life, how you can take a look at that resistance and make a different decision, because it's zapping you. I know for sure it's zapping you of energy. It takes so much energy. Another really good thought to keep in mind is what we resist persists. It keeps pushing back. So with love, I offer that up to you today. Go out and change your resistance. Become aware of your resistance. Offer it a new expression, a new experience. It creates a new groove in the brain. It allows the brain to shift and change. It's not like those old records where the diamond needle is cutting those grooves in. Let's cut a new groove. Let's cut a new groove for peace and love. I love you. Make it a great week. Please visit us at www.blissbee.me and pop in your email for our love notes and our blogs and newsletters. And join us in our monthly membership where we work with this material each and every month for a mere $1 a day. Take that step. And this is the time. This is the time to create the new you in the new year, in the new earth, in the new times. Take good care. Hope to see you next week. There's tons of material on YouTube. There's tons of material on Instagram. And follow me there, subscribe and like if you like, and we will talk to you soon. Make it a great day.